Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. I love this game. Haven't really played it since launch. I mean, it has like a multiplayer mode I used to play back when that was popular. Let me just lower the volume in my headset. So yeah, let's get right into this. No, that is my birthday. Don't include any personal information. Oops. Okay. Let me just change the settings real quick. I mean, the first chapter only takes like 7 or 8 minutes, and you gotta get the 10 minutes for the ad revenue, right? So let's get other subtitles. Those will be on the bottom. Okay, I didn't know if it was gonna be on the bottom automatically. I'm not gonna fuck up with the volume. I guess it's like everything is averagely mixed. Let's put the sound effects a bit lower, I guess. I don't know. And I'd like to have the voices be high, but unfortunately I want to be kind of doing commentary over it, but we'll see how it goes. And then controls, you kind of just have to deal with them no matter what. This game is infamous for having really shit controls, but it has a really great story, so let's get right into the story with Chapter 1. Oh, this is probably going to be like a bit of a tutorial thing. Okay, waifu. Yeah, Palutena's my waifu, man. Hands off her. If you ain't fucking with Palu, don't fuck with me, alright? I just contradicted myself there, but... Yeah, she's just kind of explaining how shitty these controls are. So I'm left-handed. You gotta play this with the stylus in your right hand. Unless you want to use the face buttons instead of the circle pad, which is awful. Like, you know it's bad when you're left-handed, and playing right-handed is better than playing the left-handed alternative. But this game has, it starts off with flying sections on most chapters, and then you go into a land section, and there's a boss fight after that. And this game has 9 chapters and like a bunch of bonus content. So yeah, let's get right into this. And then we're gonna be doing all the bonus content.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
So yeah, here we go. Pit hasn't had an adventure in 25 years. Let me just get used to the controls again. I did like one little test round a few days ago, just so I could make the layout.
You weren't kidding.
But yeah, this game actually came with a stand so that you could play it more comfortably. Oh, is it glitching up? Because the audio is fucking up for me. No, it came with a stand so you could play it on a table more comfortably. And I never sat down the way I'm sitting down to play it, so this is gonna be like worse for me. Because I would usually like be at a table, sitting down on a chair, so I could like lean my arms on the table. Or I'd be lying in bed, and then I think I would have I'd like be kicking my feet up so that I could lean against my legs that way. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to be playing for score. I don't know what the difficulty they had for this first chapter is. I guess I'll see once the subtitles disappear. But yeah, the whole story is that the Underworld, who were the main enemies in the first game on the NES, they're back. Yeah, it doesn't even say like what the difficulty I picked was, or that they gave me was. I'm going to assume it's like 3.0 or something. I guess that would be a fair number. But yeah, the flying sections usually last about 5 or fewer minutes, as Palutena's explaining, just to like have a nod at the Icarus Greek story that you could only, or that Icarus made fake wings out of like wax and shit, and then he flew too close to the sun, and the sun burnt the wings up, or it melted the wax. So yeah, we're probably gonna keep the difficulty low just because this is a really weird position for me to sit at and play. Because I don't want to lean against my table with the microphone on, because that can make it like catch my movements on the, or just like it make the noise more annoying. And it can get a bit more difficult later on, but it really stays consistently difficult. They did a good job measuring the difficulty.
This isn't right.
The audio's fucking up again. Hopefully you don't catch that. I don't know. It's fine. Everything's fine. Still using my shitty microphone. Even though it's a $50 microphone, that's pretty good. But this is that first town. It's literally what it's called. They couldn't give it a name like Tuso or something. It's just that first town, because this game has it's made by Masahiro Sakurai, or directed by him, and he's the guy who's behind Smash Bros. And so a lot of what you do... Oh, it's time for the land tutorial. Great.
On land, you can use the touchscreen to change.
So yeah, I mean, like, the flying controls are fine, but the land controls are really what fucks people over. And this game is infamous for giving hand cramps. I didn't mention that when I said everyone hates the controls. I never had hand cramps. I mean, I'm not going to be playing for 2 hours straight doing these recording sessions, but... Like, if you want to move forward, you use the circle pad, but if you want to spin the camera, you have to use the stylus, and that's really weird, but it kind of works out. And they got dashing and strafing. I feel like I don't really use that too much. And then later on, we'll be unlocking like some special powers that I might not be using too much, because I usually forget that I even have them when I'm doing the single player mode, because they're more for multiplayer, I guess. But you can get like a thing that makes so you can oh god, is it like inverted? No, I don't think I ever fucked with it. No, it should be fine. But yeah, let's get right into this first level here. It's really short, like we're literally just walking towards that Coliseum. And I mean, we can choose to fight the enemies. I'm not gonna like actively avoid every enemy, but yeah, and then we get food too, all that good stuff. And there's items to pick up, and that one was a grenade. And then there's like treasure chests around, and you can unlock new weapons. Like I just got the fortune bow here. I hate using the bows in this game. I'm not going to be showcasing every weapon. And then also, let me just get rid of this pot first, because we'll keep spawning those snakes. Unless there's like a finite amount of them. But then also in each level, there's these doors. Based on whatever difficulty you pick, you can go into them. So if I'm level 5 or higher in difficulty, then I can go through there. And it's usually just like, you get a free item, or there might be like a little challenge that then also rewards you with an item or a weapon. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good game, guys. Trust me. And I like would say it's on my top 5 3DS games, even though it's not like a great competition. I mean, the 3DS has a lot of great games on it, but based on like a lot of the 3DS games I like are remakes, and so if I made like a top 5 or top 10 list, I would not be including those on that list just because they are remakes or ports or something. But yeah, we're almost there, and then you can like dash too. But Pit does get tired kind of quickly. You can unlock a special thing that lets you not be tired as quick, or I think you just don't get tired at all. And then before the bosses, there's always these urns that will restore your health. But also on the bottom screen here, you can see I have that little thing with 3 of them. So if I hit down, it lets me use it, and that recovers my health. But this recovers all my health anyways. But I'm just showing that off. I mean, I'm not going to be using the other 2 during this boss fight, because it is going to be very quick. But yeah, here's Twin Bellows. He was the first boss in the NES game. And, you know, I've never, like, beaten the NES game. I should probably try fighting him. I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to lose these fights. If you're, like, actually trying. And, you know, just go in for the dash attacks and shit. Again, this is, like, probably, like, level 1 or 3 difficulty, so the bosses, like, die super quick. But the higher your difficulty, the more health they'll have, and probably the stronger their attacks will be. But yeah, Twin Bellows is based on, like, Cerberus, the 3-headed hellhound. But he only has two heads. I remember they used that "prepare to meet the light" quote on the commercials on TV, and yeah, I remember the commercial like very vividly, because like I didn't even care about getting this game until I read about it in Nintendo Power. But yeah, then just like Smash Bros, there's all these like random achievement things you can do. We're not gonna be going for like a lot of them, but yeah, it's just stuff we unlock. So like auto reticle, that's like one of the things that we can use with the D-pad, like the health boost thing. So beat chapter 1 within 7 minutes. Basically what that does, if I use it, it will allow me to automatically aim, I guess. And then there's landmine. So let's go and activate some of those just so I have them. So let's go to gear. And then this is where like you would change your weapon. So I only have like the bow and the blade. And then the powers, you have to fit them into this grid. So that's kind of annoying, but it's also cool. So landmine. we don't have to worry too much about fitting these right now. I'm not gonna worry about the idle transformation one, but yeah, that's pretty good for now. Then also I guess I'll just go through the menus. Like, so there's idle toss. It's like the Smash Bros. Trophy shit. So when you play levels, you unlock these things, and then you can just fling them, and you can put more of those balls to get more stuff unlocked. I guess. Like, oh, perform Celestial Firework. Great. Let's add that to the shit. I guess. If I can sneak it in there. Yeah, perfect. Man, I'm not optimizing that at all, but you really can't. And then there's the arms altar where you can combine weapons to make new ones, or if you have a lot of hearts, which I won't be for this Let's Play, you can buy newer weapons. Like, look at how much those are, but like they have like a lot of stat boosts to them. Like this club has +7 defense. I don't know what, like, I don't know how much the +7 defense actually does. But then there's also like I talked about the online mode, just kind of giving the tour for this first episode, because I mean I'm literally I don't have a timer on because I'm just doing my chapter, but probably only like 10 minutes in. But yeah, like the together mode, there was a like free for all mode and then 3 versus 3, and I loved the 3 versus 3. That was like what got me into Splatoon, kind of before Splatoon even was existing, or, like, known to the public. And yeah, basically it's just everyone on the team of 3 shares a life meter, and based on how good your weapon is, determines how many points you lose when you die. So if you have a really shitty weapon, you'll only lose like, let's just like 100 points on your health meter. But if you have a really good weapon, you might lose 350 points on your health meter. So if you have a really good weapon, then you better take advantage of it and not die. And then once I think your health meter goes down like 1,000 or something, then whoever died most recently will become Pit or Dark Pit, depending on your team. And then you will, or then like if Pit or Dark Pit dies, then your team loses. So it really becomes like a battle of teamwork. Sure, that's the word. I don't know, but thanks for watching this episode, the first chapter of Icarus Uprising. I hope you all enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like to help the channel grow, and subscribe to get updates on my uploads as soon as they happen. But until then, I will see you all next time.